That's Bill, the lad in the middle, and true to his socialist beliefs, you won't find him in the top suite at the Hilton or turning up for gigs in stretch limos dripping Eau Sauvage over Gucci loafers. He's the antithesis of the rock star.
Shirley, you're my reason to get out of bed before noon. Shirley, you know when we sat out on the fire escape talking. Shirley, what did you say?
Bill was a catalyst for Red Wedge, an alliance of UK rock musicians dedicated to help get Labour back into power. Though he claims he's a musician first, there's a danger politics could push the artist down a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, it's a cul-de-sac. But in the context in Great Britain, we live in a very political climate at the moment. And really, popular music offers me, personally, the only opportunity to speak out and express the views I hold. And quite frankly, the alternative is to sit on my bum and do nothing. I don't think that's enough. So that's all I've got to do, really. So, I mean, if the political climate were different in Great Britain, then maybe I'd be singing about women and cars, like everybody else is. But at the moment, that's just not on me.
Isn't it likely, though, with the particular views that you sort of lean towards, that you might end up finding only Labour supporters, in fact, want to come and hear you? Is there anything there for the Conservative?
Well, I think there is, really. I mean, quite honestly, it's the people of the opposite particular political view that I want to try and get across to, so that does pose a problem. I mean, obviously, if you put on a gig for anti-apartheid or a gig for Greenpeace or something, you tend to, people come along and tend to agree with you, so that is a point. But what I do is about entertainment as well, and I would guess that 50% of my audience, if not more, are not interested in politics at all. They're just coming along for the reason that most people go to gigs, you know, to have a good time, have a few beers and meet people. So I have to cater for them as well, and I wouldn't want to exclude them. You know, I think that's important to keep them on board as well.
Family, the people from your church agree it's not much of a career, trying the handles of parked cars. Oops, there goes another year. Oops, there goes another pint of beer.
Well, I want to give you this cheque, really.
Bill on board the Rainbow Warrior, and the cheque he's handing over to Greenpeace came from a special benefit gig he played in Dunedin. He's determined to carry on his campaign to make youth more politically aware, but is cautious about what influence, if any, rock music can have on politics.
In Britain, who've been watching your efforts down here to safeguard the environment in the South Pacific. Thanks, and I hope this helps you carry on what you've been doing.
Well, thank you very much, Billy.
Well, I don't think pop music changed the world on its own, but you have to hope that you're taking part in the process of helping form people's opinion, because I think pop music has a role to play in that whole process of feeding information and different opinions through to people that goes towards raising people's consciousness that makes them more, I think. That it's that raising the consciousness that in the end you hope changes the world. But I don't think you can do that in isolation. It has to be done with lots of other things, and pop music's only a small part of that, which I take part in.